Good evening, all. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-hosts, Dr. Roo and Banjo.
Good evening, guys.
How are you, mate?
doing?
How are you, Ban?
Very well, thank you. All good.
How are we doing, guys?
Yeah, we're well, man. Chilled.
Chilled.
Well?
Been a quiet weekend. Quiet week.
Yeah. Are you not going to leave Rosenia along tonight? Or leave him alone, I mean?
Is he still in the job? If he is, I won't.
He's studying some books. Studying books for his next big talk.
Swallowed the
next big speech.
It's funny because I don't know many Chelsea fans, but I put the reel out yesterday, and I had one of the guys who plays football with us on Thursday. I forgot he was a Chelsea fan, Morris, and talk about opening up a can of worms or however you put it. He just unleashed. He was like not against what we were saying, absolutely rubber stamping it and sealing it. And what the hell have we done? What's happened to the club? Where's the club I knew gone and all that sort of stuff? And
it's gone back to what it was before Abramovich, eh?
One of his old teammates. One of his old teammates came out, right?
One of whose old? Yeah, well, it was
Kevin Kilban.
It was, It was
that he swallowed the dictionary.
And so he won't like that. That's not how I remember him.
No.
Okay.
I also heard today. I also heard, like, slightly digressing, but they were talking on TalkSport today about the shortest reigns of management ever. Obviously, with the stuff that we're going to touch upon. And do you know that it's his dad that had the shortest ever reign as manager?
The 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, man.
Was that his dad? I knew that was a record somewhere because there was a change of ownership.
He got given the job, and while he got given the job, they got bought out, and new consortium came in.
Bloody hell.
And they said, "Nah."
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think so. I didn't hear the club, Super, but I'm sure he was talking.
So you telling me, Dr. Roo, that Rossini is the worst manager, right? The only one worse than him is his dad.
No.
No. I mentioned it, man, running the family and all that.
You're wrong, both of you, anyway, on that, because we are going to touch on the worst manager. Let's talk about Tudor.
I know.
And we know a man who gifted him his only point.
Yeah, no. The thing is, Mal, on Tudor, you must admit from the outset, I said, what the hell is going on? Right?
Yeah, well, no one understood, Roo, where it came from, because
we did a show.
We did a show the night before. We mentioned 7-8 names. I even pulled up the betting with about 10 names on there.
Yeah.
And Tudor wasn't in anywhere.
No, absolutely. No, I'm not saying that. I mean, I didn't even know who he was. I had to check who the guy was, even when he got appointed. What I mean is like, I remember the day after, there was the odd Spurs fan who was like, all right, it's better than what we had. Let's see what we can do. But no. Well, that's what I'm saying. I remember clearly saying this is Russian roulette with two bullets. And it was an awful decision. Awful. Probably worse than the two that I compared to in Scotland. And now they are literally chasing their tail.
Look, we touched on it in last episode. His dad had just passed away. It would have been a hard get. What was this announced behind the scenes, like we've suggested? But did he know from last week?
I'm not
you're not
sure.
Coming back.
I'm not sure. I'll tell you why, Super. I'm surprised today they haven't got the appointment done. I would have thought that would have all been in place, and then you announce it, and then Zerbi an hour later walks in. It feels like, again, they're just it's all reactive. This, they were probably oohing and ahhing, shall we, shan't we? Then they've got rid of him, and now they're waiting and hoping on Zerbi, because after that, I don't know what's left in terms of options.
I personally think it was done. I think they got rid of him because, and obviously he had his father passed away as well, so he had business abroad to attend to, and I think. They left it a little while, Spurs, until people would have probably started asking questions. Okay, now what? It's been a few days, it's been a week or so, whatever. And I think they've announced it now. But I think they would have known after that game.
It's
I think
done.
Tudor would have known.
Come on, guys, this was done.
Yeah,
let's get realistic here. You think they waited to see what's out there? Of course they didn't. No, they knew what's out there. It
was untenable.
They knew worse ways. There was a Tim Sherwood there. They knew worse ways. And interestingly, I know another manager that should have gone after losing 3-0 at home to Forest, but he lasted somehow.
But this is desperate times for Tottenham now,
But
and I know we keep going back to it, but that appointment just never felt right from the beginning.
but
we said it on. I mean, if we could see it, I don't know how they. I mean, the
they
people running
did.
Spurs
They did.
didn't. It's
Look,
unbelievable. It's
and I'll tell you
unbelievable
what
the
else.
mess that they've got themselves in now.
Yeah. The other reason I think it was done is because they had fullbacks. They had. If no one else takes a job, Tim Sherwood would go. Harry Redknapp would go.
Mm.
They'd be heroes of the hour. Ryan Mason would go. So they're thinking worse ways. We get rid of him and we don't get a Zerbi. We don't get a Pochettino. We don't get, who we want right now. Worse ways. One of these three will take it and they won't be any worse.
Well, they're all through their
Will
hat
they be
in,
better?
as well.
Sorry?
They all threw their hat in. They all made it very clear that they'll take it.
Well, Harry
Sherwood
Redknapp
did.
said...
Harry Redknapp as well.
Harry Redknapp said that Levy told him, if I was still there, Harry, I'd have had you back. Tim Sherwood came out today on Sky Sports saying, I'd go if need be. And Ryan Mason, well, he's just like, he just hangs around like a bad smell. He don't mind being used and abused like, well, I won't say it, but, like as and when you please. For Ryan Mason. So, yeah.
The thing is, Super, everyone's got fullbacks. Like every club's going to have their like kind of.
We don't seem to have any.
No, everyone will.
You've got a big name fullback.
Every club has. How many times have we fallen back to King Kenny just because he fills a void? Every club's got them. What I'm getting at is, I think Spurs, Ban touched upon it. What the decisions they've made are probably arguably some of the worst the Premier League's ever seen. To get yourselves in this position. And I know you're going to go back to history and say, oh, the writing's been on the wall. They finished low last season and whatever. But at some point, a club of that stature has to get it right, has to play the game of chess a bit better. And they're just getting like abused every season. And do I feel sorry for the fans? Of course. And I mean that. I think any fan base who follow their club through thick and thin don't deserve to have that in front of them. But they're on the precipice. And even they now are almost resigned to the fact that they're going to be playing Championship football next season.
Who?
I've told many a Spurs fan, my hope for them is Leeds are worse.
They won't. What now with the Zerbi coming in? They won't be playing Championship football.
Are you sure? Because I've got my reservations.
100%.
I've got my reservations
100%.
too.
That guy, come on, guys, did a good job at Brighton.
No, tell us why. I'm not arguing.
Yeah, tell us why, and then we'll.
Because I genuinely believe he plays good football. I think he'll get them playing some football. He'll get them playing front foot football. He got Brighton playing good football. He did a good job at Marseille, for the record. What a bad job he did there.
I'm not disputing he's a bad manager, Mel, but you said something last week which actually, I thought to myself, yeah, he's got a point. When I was talking about the fact that maybe City might have a chance, fixtures, and you said there's just not enough fixtures, Chris. So I think
Spurs aren't. Yeah, but City are chasing. Spurs aren't chasing. Spurs, as we speak today, are Spurs chasing? They're out the relegation zone as we speak.
Similar scenario. It's a similar scenario.
No, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. City are 9 points behind one team with a game in hand, with 7 games to go. Yeah. Spurs are above one team, as good as level with another team, and one other team within 3 points. No, I don't think it is the same thing.
So you throw form out the window then now? You say everything that's happened the last 8 months is irrelevant?
Yeah, because I think one man can come in, give you that bounce back. And look at United. Wow. Case in study, look at United.
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
And the difference is I think United got better players. Simple as that. You just needed someone to just basically put it together.
They've got better players.
That's one thing. That's one thing. The other thing, you're correct in saying someone can come in and make a difference in a few games. I totally believe that. But the difference, it's the guy who's coming in. And I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I think he's a good manager, and I like the way his teams play football. But I think you need the right players to play that type of football, and I think it takes time on the training field to get them playing that right football. And actually, I read that Lewis Dunk actually said when Zerbi actually went in at Brighton, he said it took us time to understand what this guy wanted, and for us to adjust to his way. I don't think Spurs have got that time right now. Long term, he could be a good manager.
Mark my words, guys.
I think to come in and save them from relegation, I'm not sure it's right. And what?
But Banjo, they're not even favourites to get relegated.
They're very, very close.
Well, they're not. The favourites, if I'm not mistaken, by the odds, might even be, is it West Ham or Forest?
Yeah, of course. No, but
it's certainly not Spurs.
I think it's a toss of the coin between West Ham and Spurs.
But if you genuinely think it's a toss of a coin, you should be putting a lot of money on Spurs because they would be your value bet. But I genuinely.
So you think this man's going to come in?
Keeps him up.
Okay, it's an interesting one though. From the Zerbi's point of view, is to take over a team struggling and really struggling to the extent where there could be consequences for next season, and for him to come in and take a contract. If they go down, what is he happy to stay and manage them in the Championship?
But that's the thing, man. Imagine the riches he's being like promised. You know, the contract he's signed.
So he'll be there next season.
He's laughing. He's laughing either way.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the end of Poch. He's not coming back. It's going to be De Zerbi. So I think long term, good appointment. Short term, I'm not sure. I actually believe I'm with Dr. Roo. I believe they needed a bounce. They needed someone just listen. No one's going to come in and teach these players how to play football in the last 7 games. They just need to be lifted and confidence raised, bit of a feel-good factor, so they could get 2 or 3 wins out of their last 7 games, or whatever it is.
Banjo.
Yeah.
If I asked you last week, with Tudor there, let's say no changes were made, our Spurs going down with Tudor there.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have put money on it, yeah?
Yeah, but I think yeah.
With Tudor there, were you banking on Tottenham going down?
Well, yeah. I said all along, I thought they were favourites after the Forest game, yeah.
Right. Today, as we speak, De Zerbi in charge, are Tottenham going down?
I don't know.
Well,
it raises their chances.
I think he's made a difference, but it's still a toss of a coin.
Well,
I agree.
Do you think they'll go down or not?
I reckon. Let me tell you this. I reckon by the end of the next round of games, they'll be in the bottom 3.
Really? Do you think Tottenham
will be in the bottom 3? Say again?
Do you think Tottenham are going down this season?
I think Leeds are going down. I've said that for a while though.
Banjo,
I think Leeds are going down.
Do you think Tottenham are going down under De Zerbi right now?
I don't think you can change things that quickly.
So you think they're going down?
Managers, yeah, okay, I'll say they go down. I don't think it's what they needed right now.
I think you're mad.
Yeah.
I think you're mad. There's worse teams. There's worse teams.
There's not worse teams on form.
There is, Leeds.
No,
and by the way, form Tudor, bloody hell. I'll tell you what, put Liverpool in that mix if you're looking for teams on form. Speaking of teams and managers, I want to touch on this actually. So, international week, yeah? Who's seen Wirtz's 2 goals last week?
Say that again, sorry?
Have you seen Florian Wirtz's 2 goals?
Oh, yeah.
You've seen them, yeah?
2 goals, 2 assists.
You've seen, but you saw the 2 goals?
Yeah.
Both long range, both like, hitting top
corners.
Composed,
calm. Yeah, brilliant.
And this guy's got him past him from 3 yards.
There's always an angle to go in on slot, even when
this guy's going past him. He's a disgrace. He's a bloody shocker. And you know what? He should have been sacked before anyone. He's a bloody shocker, mate. How someone can go and play for their country like that, give them freedom, has a 10.
He won a 10. He was left wing.
Well,
who were they playing?
I'm just saying he was left wing.
Given a lot more freedom to cut in, shoot, do what you want.
Who were they playing against?
Switzerland.
No, they come with it. Listen.
Well, Banjo's playing the other week.
No, I'm not saying he's not a top player, but I'm saying it might be a bit easier to.
He was playing against Tottenham 2 weeks ago.
We were all thinking the same thing watching the highlights of him, like that's the player we thought we were buying. So
come on, let's stop nonsense talk. Let's
But
stop nonsense talk,
look,
yeah?
we're talking about a player who scored 2 goals in international football and it comes back on slot.
And I'll tell you what else doesn't help him, because at the weekend there was that testimonial game or the tribute game, and you see the love. He understands the city. He understands the team, the club. There won't be another club.
We never said there would be.
But Rue, you saw them.
Expected.
I'm taking you follow the Liverpool social media more than a banjo would.
Yeah.
You saw it, Rue. Come on.
Oh no, but no one ever said there would be a replacement for Klopp.
But forgetting the replacement, but doesn't it just show you how distant you're? He weren't even at the game.
What's he going to be at the game for?
He weren't at the game. Yeah, but what happens though, Banjo? When these were happening and it came out, when these were happening, these games, when Klopp was in charge, he was at the games.
Yeah, but he wasn't a man in charge of Klopp's.
I think it's a bit different. I think it's a bit different.
I mean, come on.
I think it was Klopp's day. It was Klopp's day as well. So I think he probably made the right decision to stay away. Why would you want to rain on this?
I'll tell you what, he'd have gone, he'd have had eggs thrown at him.
I'll tell you who was brilliant on the day, though. Thiago Alcantara, man.
Yeah.
I reckon he can still do a job now, you know.
Who's he anyway?
Granted, it would have been a slower paced game. But
Thiago, he retired. Yeah.
No, I'm saying the game would have been slower pace, right?
Well, I know, but Peter Crouch was asking
if he retired.
But yeah,
I mean, he should be the best player. He's not long retired. I mean, you've got players there. All I saw was a picture of Peter Crouch. He retired about 15 years ago.
Stephen Wright,
even though he's still fit.
Stephen Wright looked massive.
Wright looks huge.
But okay, look, that was that done. Banjo, so international week, guys. You were at England game on Friday?
Oh God, do you have to even tell our viewers? Yeah, no, I was given a couple of comps. Thought I'd take my son. Something to do on a Friday night.
And
the best bit was before the game started. There was a light show and stuff. Not the kind of thing I'd like to see at Old Trafford, but listen, I was there at Wembley, couldn't care less. And once the game started, I think I was watching the clock more than the actual game. It was bloody awful.
Why are you being so bitter, though?
Because it was shit. Nothing happened. I think it was 80th minute. I turned around to my son and said, nothing's happened, has it? Absolutely nothing. It was awful.
But there was 2 goals.
All right at the end. Crap.
And what was your verdict on Tuchel?
I can't read too much into that because it just felt it was an absolute friendly. There was so many changes made. No one was taking risks with the ball. It was all safe and just possession. But the one thing I would say is there would have been players on that pitch who are fighting for their World Cup squad. I mean, place in the World Cup squad. But no one was willing to do anything different.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So
I liked Walton. When he came on, I think he made a difference. Walton. Yeah, he made a bit of a difference. He was trying to get he was trying to get about the pitch a bit more and play those forward passes. But no, listen, there's nothing worth talking about.
Been linked with United, been linked with Liverpool. Can you see him going?
I think he's going. I don't know where. There's a few players who'll be centre midfielders who are going to be moving, but I don't know. I can't pinpoint to which club. Is he a defensive midfielder? He's a Carrick mould.
No, I think he's got more in his game than that.
Well, I think he's a different. You could get. He's a number 6, but he's a different type of number 6 in comparison to, say, an Elliot Anderson.
Do you think it's fair to? Is he a 6? A comparison to say it reminds me a little bit of Carrick.
Yeah. That's what I just said. Yeah, he's someone who reads the game well. He anticipates where the ball's going to go rather than flying into tackles, and he gets the ball really tidy on the ball. Yeah. Keeps it moving, and he plays that forward pass. So he's a very intelligent player.
Is he good
I
enough
have to be honest, I never saw too much of him prior to this season. But from what I've seen, I do like what I see. But it depends, like you say, where will he move to? It depends what profile of player those clubs who need that centre midfielder want. If you want someone to be a bit more combative, robust, still very good on the ball, I think someone like Elliot Anderson is more of your choice. But if you want someone to have that composure, dictate the tempo of the game, and like what we were saying, then it's Walton. So it depends what profile each club is looking for. But I think Anderson, Walton, Tonali's going to be in the mix, I think. And Baliba, I think if Baliba goes anyway, it's going to be Man United. I don't think anyone else is interested.
Tonali's going back to Italy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, but I think Liverpool, United,
Walton
and Man City are looking for a central midfielder.
Yeah,
Man City want to replace Rodri, it seems. So it depends.
Yeah, but they've got their replacement for Rodri. They've got that Nico Gonzalez.
Nah, but anyway, from what I'm reading and hearing, it looks
Walton only works for Liverpool, from what you've just said, as a replacement for McAllister. If McAllister moves on, Walton comes in. But we need the specialist six route, correct? That's why I asked. That's why I asked, is he a six?
But you got
no.
And if he's not,
I think he can be. I think he is. I think he's a six in Carrick mode.
Yeah, we need.
But it depends whether that's what your manager's looking for.
Yeah, no.
Klopp probably would have gone for someone like Anderson instead. Bit more high tempo, got more legs, gets better.
Anderson at times, again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's that bracket, but there are times I look at him and he reminds me a bit of Gerrard. He's got that swagger about him.
Yeah,
he's got that swagger.
I think he's the one. I think
the nearest player to Gerrard is obviously.
Yeah.
No. I know what you're saying there, Super.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. Again, it depends what profile of player each club's looking for. I think the one most sought after will be Anderson. But from what I'm reading, and I think Man City's in the pole position.
What about Gimaraes? Where's he going to go?
Well, there was rumours that United want him or whatever. But I think
all day long. I will take him all day long.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the move. I think he's going to get a new contract there. I think it's one of those where I don't think Newcastle will allow him and Tonali to go at the same time. I think Tonali's going to go. Well, funny enough, Arsenal were in for Tonali.
Yeah, he'll go to Italy, Banjo.
Why'd you say that?
Just what I'm reading. He'll go back to Italy. I've heard he wants to go back home.
And also, guys, we're talking about hypothetical stuff. But if what I mean is if Eddie Howe's not there, the new manager might fancy a completely different landscape of players. So
who will be the new manager there?
I mean, this is the whole beauty of the World Cup. Is who's going to be kind of looking for pastures new at the end of it. There's going to be quite a few managers.
But is that a Poch project?
Sorry?
Could be.
That's the sort of thing you can see Poch getting behind, actually.
Yeah. He's also got the experience of working with wealthy owners, extremely wealthy owners, from that part of the world, isn't it? So that's a good shout there, Super. It's a good shout.
So, internationals, what is the point of them? Why are they doing friendlies? You're near the business end of the season. People need them like a hole in the head. People withdrawing from the squad like there's no tomorrow. Come on. How many players have Arsenal had withdraw this week?
22. I heard the last count was 11.
11.
Bloody
so we believe those 11, none of them are going to play next week. Why are you laughing, Roo?
Because we know full well that's not going to be the case.
Well, they might have to be. Admittedly, it's an FA Cup game, right? So maybe.
No, they want to. Well,
they've got an easy draw as well, or easier draw. Where are they? Southampton.
But you know what? Look, I even heard United supporters today saying, "You used to do it with Fergie."
Oh yeah, of course. It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing at all. The only thing I will say is, someone like Rice, for example, use Rice as an example. What's he going to get out of being playing those international games? These ones,
nothing
in particular. Nothing. He's on the plane. He's going to the World Cup.
When are they playing?
No problem. He's going to probably be starting in Japan
tomorrow against Japan.
Yeah.
Someone like at home.
Yeah, Wembley again. Yeah. So
Japan. What value? Honestly.
Well, this is the point. This is how uninterested I am. Who's in their group for the World Cup, England? There's got to be a team that mirrors that.
I don't know.
Who's in their group? That's what I mean. They're trying to level off teams.
Because listen, because all the
World Cup starts.
Yeah, but what you're doing for 2 years you're playing European teams, trying to qualify. Well, I think playing Uruguay the other day in Japan now, they're trying to play maybe against different style of teams. But what I will say, like I was going back, like with Rice, for example, he will get nothing out of it. But there's someone else like Jared Bowen, for example. He needs to be there.
He ain't. He's not going.
Why not?
Come on, he's not going, guys.
So what's it? But in his head, he's trying to prove himself. He needs to be there. And plus,
you know what? That's what we should have done tonight, boys. We should have picked our England squad. As boring as international football is, to see how close.
I'm telling you, Jared Bowen. Bowen's not going.
Okay, you're saying he's not going, but there's others in that position who are on the brink. Where are they going now? They're not going. So for them, the games, the squad is important. Plus, Tuchel needs to see their character and have them around. And
I'll be honest with you, Ben. I think a lot of the other positions in the squad, there's fights for places.
Yeah.
Whether it's fullbacks, whether it's centre backs, whether it's midfielders, number 10s. But I think that right hand spot, Saka, Bowen, and what you could say Palmer. Who else is going to be out there?
Madueke.
Oh yeah, okay.
But he got injured. He genuinely got injured the other day.
I mean, Palmer, I'm clutching. Palmer's really a 10, but I just think
not going.
And as we all agree,
he played the other day. My point is, Palmer
on the right.
He came on. Now he came on for Foden.
Right. I think Foden's not going. By the way.
Yeah,
I don't think Foden's making the play.
Players like Foden.
I don't think he's going to go.
He's dropped off. His form has not been great.
He'll go. Foden should be there.
Think about it, man. In that position there, you're looking at Bellingham, Palmer, Rodgers, Eze, and I'm missing one.
Foden's ahead of Eze.
You reckon?
Yeah.
But the thing is, can someone like Foden pull? My point is, you were saying, is it worth it? Players are pulling out the squad. Someone like Foden, in this moment in time, cannot afford to pull out those squads.
No, I agree.
So there is a difference. There is a difference.
But then it's a meaningless friendly.
He wants to prove himself.
Yeah, but hang on. Meaningless friendly, and Foden gets taken out like that. Was he the one that limped off on crutches?
Yeah. It was a bad challenge.
Well, that's all right. What's the point going? It's a meaningless friendly, and now he might miss the business end of the season. So in Arsenal's defence and any other teams in the past, you can see why players are withdrawing. They don't want to get injured. They want to play the important games.
It's a stupid time to have friendlies. A very, very silly time.
Understand the playoffs through. You've got to play the playoffs, yeah?
Yeah.
No, listen, I agree with you, Super. But
can I also comment one last point? You know, the World Cup starts, if I'm not mistaken, 5 days after the Champions League final. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No.
How could club players go to playing the Champions League, because it's going to be two big teams, and then go off to the World Cup and play for their countries?
I'm not sure that's the case, Drew.
Look, I checked it the other day. Let me have a look. Champions League final, right?
That's normally what? End of May, beginning of June, 1st of June.
Champions League final 2026, right, is on the 30th of May, yeah?
Yeah. World Cup must be what? 11th, 12th?
World Cup opening fixture.
I think it's.
You got to remember too, but there's a lot more teams.
Yeah, but I think it's 11, 12 days later, Drew.
No, it is. You're right. I got it wrong. 11th of June. 11th of June.
Right.
So it is 12 days.
But
yeah, fair enough.
So I've got good news for you boys. I've kind of a solution.
What?
Because that's the difference. I don't just come with problems like you boys. You boys come with
bring the problems, mate.
I come with solutions.
Go on.
That's the difference between us three. I'm a solutions guy.
All right, well, tell us what the solution is. How many times?
So, run the season August to April.
Okay.
No breaks. End of April, wrap the season up. May and some of June, go and do your international shit. May. Actually, just May. May, do your international shit. 1 month. Play your 4 or 5 games, however many you want to play in May. Don't knock yourselves out. 1 month, and then go and have your break. But leave our season alone. I don't want breaks in September. I don't want breaks in November. I don't want breaks in this, all the other breaks they have. Just leave everyone alone. Just August to April season, May, internationals. If there is a World Cup, go and play that in June, July. But stop these meaningless breaks. Players don't want to be there.
International managers will argue it though. They'll say they get a lot out of having all their players together.
Oh.
Look, me and you, I agree on the eye.
I don't care what those international managers. I'll tell you what, might not even be needed. Just use you can have two jobs now as a club manager and an international manager.
They were saying that because isn't it the Northern Ireland manager, O'Neill, who's
is it Blackburn or Preston or something?
Blackburn, and he's doing Northern Ireland as well. And they were saying it's a thing of the past, and now there's so much more which comes with it that they don't know how he's going to cope. But
look, that's tongue in cheek. I do think they should have their own jobs, but I don't care. You can't. I tell you what, if you really want to get the players together, Roo, go on. I'll be nice. I'll give you a week. Have them. Week, 10 days. Just have them. But there's no games.
I think the problem is
do a bit of bonding.
I think the problem is these internationals need to be played, but the appetite for them from football fans all over the world is just not there. It's not,
Was Wembley full?
And FIFA is really struggling with that. Club football was always, there was always that argument, club or country, but club football is now it's bigger. I think it is bigger.
Yeah, Banjo, was Wembley full?
The crowd was around 81,000. They said, but I'll tell you something.
How many?
81.
But I'll tell you something.
90, I think. But I'll tell you something.
I've done a lot of comps.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. 15 minutes before the end, I reckon about 65,000 left.
So they missed the goals.
People were walking out in their droves, and I was sitting there thinking, "Great, go!" So I could get out of here quickly when it's over. But
at least they turned up, unlike Slot at the weekend. Yeah,
he didn't want to rain on Klopp's parade, mate. He did the right thing not being there.
He knew that he would get annihilated.
What with eggs?
People will be looking at him and looking over. Imagine looking over there, club legend, looking over there, thinking Dutch bald muppet, thinking, oh, okay, awkward. Imagine it's like imagine over there. You look over there, like stunning supermodel, and then you look over here and you're like, okay, yeah.
What's that?
Isn't it amazing that he's won the same amount of titles though as Klopp?
Mad, wow! Yes, that's true.
Mad.
Not the same amount of trophies though.
He's only been in there for a year.
9 years, 1 year.
Come on, man. And isn't it funny that the year he built his own team, he's struggling? But yeah, conversation for a different day. Conversation that we've had for a lot of days before. Yeah. Okay. Internationals out of the way. They haven't told us much.
We've got nothing from them, any. We did get anything from them.
Cares? I mean, who made it? Italy made it from the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
Wales went out 2-0 up.
Yeah, I think so.
1-0 up. I think 1-0 up. Dzeko scored late and then they lost on pens, didn't they?
Yeah. No, I think there might have been 2 even, Roo. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I quite like Bellamy, the way he's approaching the job, though.
Yeah.
So Wales, Sweden made it or didn't make it?
They did. Gyokeres hat-trick.
Yeah.
So Turkey made it. I'm looking at it now. Beat Romania. The Czechs beat Ireland on pens. Denmark through. Macedonia. Italy went through. Poland.
Isn't there another round of Ain't they got to play another game or not? Have they gone through?
Oh, I don't know. Have they got to play another one?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, maybe. Tuesday.
Let me check. Let me fact.
I think you're right. Yeah, Roo, you're right. Yeah, no. So tomorrow night, there's another 4 games. Bosnia v Italy. So who wins that one?
In Bosnia?
Yes.
I'm going Bosnia.
I don't know any Bosnian players.
Dzeko.
Oh, well, Dzeko. Yeah, that's it.
Italy are shit at the moment, but I
But
mean,
they're
look,
shit as well.
yeah. Who are the other ones, Super?
So you got Bosnia v Italy. Got Czech v Denmark.
Denmark, I think, will have
That's
the
a
upper
good
Czech
hand.
are at home.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going Denmark.
The West Ham boys, Souček, Kufal, Schick.
Yeah.
Denmark have got Højlund, Damsgaard, Højbjerg. Not sure you know Norgard. A few of the old Brentford boys. They like their.
So your player play for him. He's injured though, isn't he? Dan, what's the?
Oh yeah, Dogu, but he's not playing.
Yeah,
He's injured.
Kosovo versus Turkey.
Turkey will
Kosovo. Wow.
Who did they-
No,
who did they-
I didn't even realise they were there, but that's amazing.
Who did they beat to get to this stage?
Slovakia.
Wow.
4-3 away.
Wow, Sesko.
Yeah. And
Kosovo. Wow. Anyway, okay.
And
then the last
finally,
one?
Sweden v Poland. That looks like being a.
That's a good game.
Lewandowski, Gyokeres. Oof.
Shame there's no Isaac
will
there.
just have enough. Sweden will just have enough.
Okay,
Although
I'm not sure. Poland.
Matty Cash might make the difference.
Yeah, Matty Cash will play right back.
Guys,
Yeah.
those games I understand. They're fine. There's things on the line. There's go have the internationals. Fine. There are things on the line. You don't need to play Uruguay.
Tell you what they could have done. You could have just allowed these games because these games need to be played. But the teams who are playing all friendlies and whatever could have just had an international. They could have just had camps, innit?
Do you know what? I've changed my mind. Just these games can go ahead and carry on playing.
What, Premier League?
Carry on.
Well, like rugby with the Six Nations, like the club teams.
Whoever players are out, they're out.
You said you came with ideas, yeah? Please.
Yeah.
Just stop.
No, Rue.
No, these ideas are shit. Let's be honest.
No, guys. What happens with AFCON? Well, why don't they stop for AFCON?
What do you mean?
Rue mentioned actually in January there was some teams with how many out, Rue?
No, but you know what?
4 or 5?
Listen, as much as I don't want it because of the nostalgia and the love of football, I'm happy for a winter break, and then AFCON can have their time, and everyone could be happy. I don't like it when my players disappear for a month.
Well, don't buy them.
Say again?
Don't buy them.
We would never have experienced Salah.
Okay.
Having said that, though, going back,
don't let them go.
Fergie was very sceptical signing the African players because of AFCON.
Yeah.
And that must come into. Listen, Salah was obviously outstanding, but that must come into the thinking of when we.
The only thing I would say is I never remembered AFCON in the early Premier League days. When did it really catapult? Because obviously the Drogbas of this world and the Yayas were playing.
No,
but
it was around. I remember because
they might have even had it.
Solomon Kalou used to go and all these players.
They might have had it.
Chelsea had a few. Chelsea had a few. And Arsenal had a few. I think.
Less often.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we can't touch on that subject without the big news of the week. Mo Salah, worst kept secret.
Oh, yeah.
People knew it was coming. I think Liverpool fans can't help but going to be emotional. Big miss there, right?
Massive. I mean, I was emotional at the news, and I've been as big a critic as it. Yeah, but it's weird when it does come.
Yeah, I know. Because it's final, isn't it?
I think it's because the way he delivered it. Then you get all the tapes, reminders of the last 9 years and all the joy he's brought to us, and then you realise that the end is nigh. It's like 7 games away, 10 games away, and that is almost the final chapter, really, of that legacy. I know we've got a couple of players left from that golden era, but yeah, especially that front three, and then you look back and you just kind of enjoy the memories. But I'm glad almost it's not ended the way I thought it might have done, because back in November it was ugly, it was dirty. I didn't even think he might have returned from AFCON at one point. But at least now he's got a little kind of swan song. Hopefully he'll get some goals, get some love from the Anfield crowd, and yeah, it is what it is. I don't know where he'll go though, Super. A lot of rumours circulating. Italy was Italy.
I think the Saudi thing is in the balance that obviously because of what's going on in that region, isn't it, with the war and everything.
I just think he's still got football left in his legs, man. I think he's a sort of player, a la Ronaldo style, who's got in his
nothing
head.
to prove, though. Nothing to prove. If they're offering him, say, astronomical money, if they're offering him astronomical money,
yeah, maybe.
Does he go to a Bayern?
Well, now I was thinking more Italy, the pace of Italy. I mean, yeah, but Bayern could work.
Bayern would be a good move for him, actually.
Yeah, maybe they give us a league in return.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Imagine that. But that Bayern never worked for Mane, though, did it?
No.
Strange enough. And you've got to think selling your forwards to them.
Well, he had the little dust up with Sane.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Italy's more his pace, and if not Italy, if it's going to be one of these lesser leagues, sorry to disrespect, but it'll be MLS. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, today I read that. Was it Inter Miami are talking to him?
How good would it be if he went and linked up with Messi?
Yeah. Messi, Suarez,
and Salah.
Whoever else is there. Busquets.
That Suarez is 40 years old, and sometimes when I see the pictures, he looks 40 stone as well.
Who's that? Louis.
Yeah. That's because he fucking chews on everything, isn't it?
What a player, man! What a player.
Oof. All right, guys. So I think that brings us to a conclusion for a lot of the topics. Rue, we got some predictions this week.
Well, no, we ain't. I thought we did,
right?
But yeah, it's FA Cup, mate.
We can skip that.
Champ and chumps. I was thinking that you're going to bring it up, and I was
How'd you do that?
Nothing's really the champ and chump of the week.
Say again.
Who's your champ of the week?
I've got a chump.
Go on.
The referee on Friday, did he give Ugarte 2 yellow cards and not send him off?
I didn't see that.
I saw something on. Is that what he did?
He gave him 2 yellow cards and he stayed on the pitch.
Oh dear.
There is a chump for me, but I don't even know the guy's name. I watched the clip of the Colombia game, and Luis Diaz put this chance on an absolute plate for the centre forward. Like, impossible to miss, and he missed the guy. I'll find his name out, but yeah, he's probably chump for me. Like, you can't be missing that as an international footballer. And then champ, no, mate. I mean, I didn't watch the game. I got. Say again?
I've got a champ.
Yeah, go on.
Slot.
Because Wirtz scored 2 goals.
Don't show up. Being shown up how to play Wirtz.
I was going to say, champ is Wirtz for me. He deserves it, doesn't he? Oh, Gyokeres for his hat-trick, I guess.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Gyokeres. He's got a hat-trick in a meaningful game. Sweden go through. There you go.
My champ of the week, and he's going to be the champ of the week for about 7 weeks now. Mo Salah.
Yeah.
What's it
He'll
done?
be my champ every week. Every week, by default, Mo Salah, champ of the week.
Be weird, man, even for my fantasy football team not to be able to pick him next season, but anyway.
I stuck him in this season for the first time.
FA Cup games this weekend. Anything good to look forward to? City, Liverpool?
Good game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, on paper, Chelsea are going to beat Port Vale. Arsenal should find it easy against Southampton. And then the other 2 games,
Southampton v Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Port Vale. Then on the Sunday, you've got West Ham v Leeds.
That's a good game.
Well, that's what do you call it? A
relegation battle, but in the
cup. But it's how do they call it? It's the bit before the actual act. It's a dress rehearsal. It's a dress rehearsal for the last game of the season.
Would you rather win that or lose that?
What do you mean? You want to win it?
Do you?
Why would you want to lose that game?
Don't know. Do you just add to your calendar?
I think if you're West Ham, you don't want to lose that game.
Yeah, but do you add to your calendar? You don't mind. Do you add games to your calendar? Do you want less games? Do you?
Yeah.
Imagine. Come on, guys. We've seen.
No, super. You're only talking 2 or 3 games, mate. Keep the momentum.
Yeah, but
you're right. I agree with you. Listen, you're playing football to win football matches.
Yeah, but Banjo, you've seen the benefits of United playing 1 game a week.
Yeah, but listen, this is the benefits of United playing 1 game a week. But if you ask me, would I have wanted us to be playing in the cup on Saturday as well? Yes, of course.
And but by the way, Super, we're not asking West Ham to play twice a week. It's still once a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
It's still once a week, bro. It's just
I don't know. It's a distraction. You get giddy about being in the FA Cup, you get relegated. You'll be like Wigan. You'll be like Wigan.
if we
Win
knew
the
how to
FA
put a
Cup and get
poll up,
relegated.
listen, we'll put a poll up in one of our groups to say to West Ham fans, would they rather trip to Wembley in the semi-final or get knocked out by Leeds? I reckon to a man.
Yeah, but ask them would you rather a trip
100%.
to there with a chance of getting relegated?
They've still got a chance of getting relegated with trip or no trip to Wembley.
Come on, man.
I just think you get giddy about it, Banjo. You get giddy about the FA Cup and you start forgetting about your bread and butter.
The feel-good factor, builds momentum, could filter through into the league games as
Super,
well.
to this day, although they won the Conference League, they still harp on about the Gerrard final and how they should have won it and how they wanted to win it more than anything. And it's glory, mate. The FA Cup, you can't be frowned upon. People just dismiss it. It's still massive to win it.
Especially for these teams who are not
winning
trophies year in, year out and whatever, So, no, it's huge. That's what that's what you're in football for, to win.
Absolutely.
To win trophies.
Yeah, don't know.
For great days, memories.
I can see pros and cons. I don't think I'd be too disappointed if I lost that. But yeah, okay. Look, guys, been a good episode. Been good to catch up.
Yeah.
Let's have a look next week. We'll no doubt have the FA Cup games to look over. No doubt we'll have confirmation of the Tottenham manager, but Zerbi looks pretty nailed on from us recording this show right now.
Legs. Yeah.
I think this might be the last episode. We're pretty chilled. And the next 7-8 weeks are going to be.
It's been nice and enjoyable, isn't it?
Yeah, there's going to be topic after topic after topic from here on in.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah.
And do we look at next week? Who do we think might be on that plane and not on that plane?
Well, let's have a look after tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. Because all we've got next week is the FA Cup to touch upon, a few predictions for the following week.
Yeah.
If the Zerbi gets a job, see what he has to say. If Slot doesn't turn up at Anfield, see what happens there.
Yeah.
and then we go from there. But yeah, I think it'll be quite a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm off on holiday for the week, guys, so I'm off to sun it up.
Enjoy it. Where you going? Where you going?
I'm not telling you.
I'm not coming.
And I'm not telling the listeners. Half of them want to follow me around the world.
Oh yeah.
I'm not having these listeners follow me around the world, and I can't every other week I'm walking down the road, I'm getting stopped, autographed this, autographed. It's too much.
Selfies, pictures.
You're super. You're that guy from the pod, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh man, you should be. Why are you hanging around with those guys? You should be on a bigger platform. And I'm like, whoa, hang on. What's wrong with this platform? And stop.
Why is it an amazing band? That's not the shit that I get told about.
No, but it's weird because I've been told
stuff
very different.
People talk to me about.
Do you know what really winds me up? When they're derogatory about Dr. Roo and Banjo. And I'm like, they're my friends. They're my friends. Leave them alone. Don't say that about my friends.
Anyway, enjoy your holiday, yeah? Have fun.
We don't want to know where you're going anyway.
And then I join in with them. See you later, guys.
Yeah, guys, take care.
Yeah.